So I started my studies, my bachelor's level studies at Memorial University of Newfoundland, which is where I was born and raised. And I continued to master's studies at the University of Dar es Salaam in Tanzania, where most of my research was focused on a language spoken in north central Tanzania called Gorwa. Following my master's studies, I moved to doctoral level studies at the School of Oriental and African Studies at the University of London, where I focused again on Gorwa. Following my doctoral studies, I moved to a short postdoc of 1 year at the Tokyo University of Foreign Studies, where I worked on another language spoken in north central Tanzania called Ihanzu. Directly following that, I took on a 2-year postdoctoral studies at Leiden University in the Netherlands, where not only did I work with Gorwa and Ihanzu, but also a third language, Hadza. And this was a documentary project, so this was involved in making recordings of the language, and this was sponsored by the Endangered Languages Documentation Program. And now I find myself here at Bayreuth. So one of the big reasons that I was interested in the University of Bayreuth was that you're really sort of surrounded by a great core of people interested not only in African languages like me, but also people who are interested in the literatures of Africa, the philosophies of Africa, and African philosophers. So I feel like it's a great environment for me to be in that it complements the things that I'm interested in, and it helps me grow in a way that's interdisciplinary. So it's a very exciting place to be in terms of the academics that are here, also in terms of the students and the visitors from the African continent who are coming and going and sharing their ideas and really sort of contributing to sort of a vibrant and very sort of alive environment, I think. So in terms of the future, a lot of my work to date has been in what we call linguistic documentation and description. So a lot of my time has been spent recording things to learn about the language. So when I say recording things, I mean things like songs and stories and words and life histories from and with the people who speak the languages that I'm focusing on. I think what's exciting about Bayreuth is that I can now work with these materials across disciplines. So not only looking through them for the words and for the grammar, but also looking sort of more substantially into what the people are saying in terms of the stories, what they're teaching, in terms of the musics, in terms of the way that people think and assign meaning to their everyday lives and the world around them. So I'm really excited about sort of digging into this material here and also feeding back to the communities that I worked with and that I still work with. So sort of building on the value and bringing that back to the people that I work with.